Hey guys, Janice Petteway, Director of Brokerage Development for Exit Realty Corp International. Hope you're having an awesome day. So today I wanted to talk to you about fear versus reality. I find that a lot of times in all markets, especially when we have an event going on that's maybe altered the market a little bit, what is actually transpiring is totally different than what most people on the street and sometimes agents think. They're not paying attention to the actual data. And you guys, if you know me, you know I like data. Because without the true data, then you're just believing human beings and what they're saying and how they're feeling about it, right? Which that's not really a good idea. It's not a real good idea in any part of our life, right? So I challenge you to know your market at all times. Right now in my market, people believe that real estate is at a standstill and very, very slow. Our numbers just came out year over year for the month year over year, and we are still up year over year in the number of transactions closed, and we're still up in price year over year. So sometimes when you're in an event that's going on or the market's been kind of weird, you know, when you get that data, it's really for actions that agents were doing and buyers and sellers were doing 4, 5, 8 weeks ago, right? So you may say, we haven't caught up yet. So you look at pending transactions. So when I look at pending transactions right now, and I'm in the Orlando market, just like you, depending where you are in North America, it is what it is, and you look at it. So a lot of people across North America are saying things like real estate's down probably 50, 60% or whatever they think. My market, pending transactions are down 15% year over year for the same time. And lo and behold, when I read news today, real estate news, I do a lot of research for you guys. Overall, the prediction for this year, because of this event that we've gone through that has a beginning and eventually an end, it's not the end of the world, it will end. They're predicting 2020 will probably have somewhere around 15% lower volume. Well, what does that tell you? What does your market tell you? It's not as bad as most people probably are thinking. So could that create some conversations with you? You should be the trusted advisor with your people. I would take that data and I would be calling your past clients and sellers maybe that decided not to sell quite yet, and also buyers, and using it as a tool from my toolbox. The conversations would be something along the lines of, you know, hey, Mike, I know that you and Kaylee were thinking about not putting it on your house on the market right now and waiting a little bit because of what's going on, but I wanted to share some data with you. Because the truth of what's going on in our market, year over year, our prices are still up a little right now, and our sales are still up a little. It may take a little bit longer to go pending, but our inventory is down about 15%, which you're a smart guy. That's probably telling you the same thing it's telling me. No better time to get that house on the market. I would rather you be coming on the market when there isn't so much to choose from than when all of a sudden everyone's coming out of this little blip and we have a lot of inventory. So this is what I'm doing right now in this market to keep everyone safe and to virtually stage and show property. And I'd go into what I was doing. If you're listening to this and we're not in the middle of a virus event, then you would just talk about what you would just not mention that, or you would just end pretty much at the inventory's low. Isn't that true? And with a buyer conversation, I would say, you know, hey, Kim, I know you were thinking about waiting till we get through this, but I've been thinking about you because the truth in the market right now is year over year, we're staying pretty darn stable in sales so far. Prices have still gone up. Inventory isn't as big as we might like. But what I love for you is pending transactions have slowed down. And I know that you're a smart woman and can see the value in being able to be out there looking at property when fewer people are competing for the same homes. I'd really rather you be in that position as long as you feel comfortable that your job is secure. We may be able to get you closing costs or a little bit off the price. We're coming out of this with the demand that we had in our area prior to this is going to be pent up most likely. So coming out of this, the competition could be pretty stiff. So let me explain to you how we're doing showing, and I would just go into the same thing. Doesn't that make sense to you? And you all better be saying, yes, it does. So I want you to try that today. Pull the data, make some phone calls. You should have some past clients that should be ready to do something. So get out there. It's up to you. Don't leave me alone in my belief in your success. Thank you.